I, for one, welcomed streaming. Like when it first
Hmm.
started as a thing, I was like, this is actually going to work, because instead of the model of iTunes where you purchased, an album and you had it and that's it, you purchase it one time and then it would be on your computer for the rest. It was just a one-time purchase.
Hmm.
Streaming has the ability for songs to make income forever. Like you
Mm,
put a
mm,
song up there, that's never going to go away.
mm-hmm.
Perpetuity. So sometimes if you think about that, the more it's going to get streamed at the time, the more money it's going to make. Whereas the old model of iTunes, it was one purchase and some, that's it. That consumer will probably never purchase that album again. Whereas in
Mm.
the streaming model, one fan could listen to a song a million times in their lifetime if they wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's, there's a lot more. And I think if you look at it that way, it can give you a little bit more hope, because you're like, oh, a song, and also it gives songs different life. Like a song could be out for like 10 years and then
Mm,
it gets synced on an ad or something happens, and then all of a sudden the streams come. It doesn't necessarily, it can give songs a bit of a longevity, as opposed to not being discovered, being
mm,
discovered immediately and then kind of not having the option to purchase them again, I guess.
mm. Yeah, yeah. I suppose once that thing is uploaded on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, people can discover it 10 years later. Like even if someone's doing sync for a film or whatever,
Yeah.
it's available. But if it's on stuck on iTunes somewhere and the only way to really get access to it is to buy it, then it's kind of hidden away.
Mm.
Um,
I think that's a really exciting thing as well. I feel, I'm an eternal optimist. So I
yeah.
always like to think that, there's a lot of people in the music industry that think, an album has a cycle and that's it, and then it's done,
Mm,
within a year or so of it being released. But I think music discovery now is really exciting. And, sometimes, you never know who's going to hear your song at what point, especially because of the way that the algorithm on Spotify works. Like you finish listening to an album and it will just start serving you up random music, and you never know what could come through to you. And that's kind of exciting, and you never know who could hear your music, and then it could end up in another place. And yeah, so I like, what technology has brought to the music listener and to the music industry, this kind of new way of discovering music. Whereas there had to be, when I started in the music industry, like
mm,
quite a long time ago, there was a very specific way of marketing music and reaching an audience. But now there's kind of more of an opportunity for people to find things in a semi-organic way, I think, which is
mm.
exciting.